Xperience Sessions. Xperience Sessions.
Tell me your transition from being a closet musician to like a performing for everybody kind of musician. What happened? How did it happen?
I think that I grew up in Muscat, so majority of my life I just learned music since I was about 8 years old. So music's always been part of my life. And then when I came, I finished my schooling there, and then I came to Bangalore to do my graduation and my university, and that's when I decided that it just didn't feel natural to me to be doing this stuff, and it didn't come naturally to me. I don't think I really had the aptitude for what I was doing, and music started with me playing at really small restaurants, 2 hours a night, all of that. From there, it went to slowly getting myself a manager. And from there, it just went to, like performing at festivals and corporate stuff. And the corporate space is my main space. So I feel most comfortable there. So yeah, that's how it kind of transitioned into a professional working space. But music's always been part of my life. Yeah.
Rajni, tell me about, a lot of people have learned new skills. Maybe they've worked on themselves during these lockdowns, especially during the first lockdown. So have you done anything like that? Have you learned anything?
So the one thing that I'm constantly pushing myself to do right now is write a lot of songs, and that's something that is worked out quite well for me, because I make it a point to kind of sit down, reflect on the day, and take it as it comes, because I don't really force myself to write, but it's given me a lot of room to kind of think about stuff and pen down my thoughts, because that is extremely important. Because if it were a normal day, what would essentially happen is I travel from X place to Y place, doing this, filling out all of our agendas. But now I think
your entire day goes to Bangalore traffic.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of time just goes in cribbing about traffic and being stuck there, in losing your mind and not just finding that right space and balance. And apart from that, I've been learning to play the piano as well. And I've kind of taken up some courses along jazz courses along the way. So yeah, quite a few things to keep me occupied. Yeah.
Do you think you can tell us a little something about your journey with music? When did it all begin?
Right. So I basically started, I've been singing like almost throughout my life, since it started off in church and school, right? In like singing for school choirs and stuff like that, but mainly in church. And then it progressed and I started singing in like competitions and stuff like that. But where I actually started taking like serious interest in music and thinking that this could actually be something is during my 11th and 12th, where I formed a band and I had like an a cappella group. It was an all boys a cappella group, and that was quite fun. So I was very interested in doing 4-part harmonies and arranging and composing stuff like that. So that was very interesting to me. So I wanted to put an effort into creating like these different harmonies and making it sound nice without instruments itself, right? So that's basically a cappella. So that's how it started. And then engineering happened, and it was quite boring, honestly. It wasn't my thing. I did mechanical engineering, but then I was like, this is not my scene. I had to drop. I didn't want to do it, and I dropped out of engineering, and I did my sound engineering.
I want to dive into your stage name a little bit, because I heard that you chose the name Max because it combines like a masculine element and a feminine element. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's like a yin and yang, kind of like this and that, like a little bit feminine, a little bit masculine, because I do feel like we shouldn't be put in the box, and I really feel like it's okay to be a little bit of both. And especially like with just in general, like dualities, I just love the fact of like having your cake and eating it too, and feeling like you can do everything at once. And as women, as we can multitask really well. So I really believe in doing so.
Yeah, speaking of Max, tell me a little bit about this Max cut. that has. I mean, it is so cool. Are you planning to keep it, or is that gonna change?
I don't know. Maybe one day, but right now it feels like me. It's weird. It feels like, I don't know. It just feels like me. It does. I don't think I'm gonna change anytime soon.
Tell us about this brilliant journey that you've had and how it all started.
My musical journey started in college. I got ragged, and somebody made me sing, and that's where I started singing.
Okay.
But I joined Mother Jane professionally. I think my musical career started with Mother Jane, and that was in the year 2000. And
Okay.
I had a brilliant run with those guys because we did 2 albums. We hit some big times and did some
Right.
major stuff, etc. And
Right.
After that, I left the band in 2011 because I had a ruptured spine. So
Oh,
I was in
okay.
a situation where I needed to actually get surgery done, but I went and did Ayurveda instead. But anyway,
Okay.
I left the band and I left the music scene for some time. And
Okay.
when I came back, I decided that you can take a man out of music, but you can't take music out of a man.
Out of a man, yeah.
So I basically learned how to play the guitar then, and
Okay.
then I started writing new songs and stuff and all. And over the last 7 years, I've written some 60 odd new songs. And
Wow. So you learned how to play the guitar after Mother Jane?
Yeah.
Well, for those of you who are telling yourself, "Oh no, it's too late," take some inspiration from Suraj Mani. That's absolutely fantastic.